Hey, what's up? It's Michael. Yo, welcome to Comics on Canes. And today, it's a very special day. I know this show is going to break the internet for all you Miami Hurricane fans because I am teaming up with the boys from You Heard, Benny and Joey. What's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
What up, Mike? What up, Mike? It's good to finally link up, man. We've been talking about this for a minute.
Absolutely. I know. You know what? I am going to do your Sunday show because Wednesdays I got to pick up my kids, but I'm going to do your Sunday show, and I love what you guys are doing, and I just love, what's great about the Miami Hurricanes community? It's all love. Like, once you meet people, it's really all love. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man. Yes, I love it. It's a huge community, too.
It is. It's really big. So I want to start with, for the people that watch the show, I've been out the last week and a half, haven't done a podcast pretty much after Carson Beck was added to the team because I got kind of sick. I had to kick off this new special I got on my other YouTube channel. It's called Snack Daddy. So what I'm asking everybody watching right now, and I'm actually put it in the comments. Hang on one second. I got to put it in the comments. If you guys are watching this show, I need you just to, after the show, click on the Snack Daddy link and just play it in the background. You don't even have to watch it right now. Watch it later. Watch it later. And I'm putting, this is the link to Snack Daddy right there. People click on it, but don't click on it now. I want you to just put it in the background. If you're at office, send the link around. I need to get the views up. It's doing great. It's almost at 50,000 views in 7 days. So I'm excited about it. IMAX, what's up, baby? What's up, IMAX? Canes fan, Benny. Yes, man. They call this a super chat, I want to start with this. I want to talk about recruits. I want to talk about schedule. I want to talk about the new coaches. But first, I want to start with a question, and everybody watching can jump in. If Isaiah Horton wanted to come back, would you take him back? Because Alabama still doesn't have a quarterback. Yeah. He left before we got Carson Beck, which I don't think he would have left if he knew Carson Beck was coming. Yeah. Was he scared of competition? Was he thinking he wasn't going to be the number one receiver? Oh, what's your take on this? Would you take him back?
Yeah, man. For me, I would definitely take Isaiah Horton back, man. Isaiah Horton was all Kane, man. Like I've talked to him. I've talked to his father. I don't know the situation, the details around him leaving, what really made him leave. But if he wants to come back and he's homesick, yeah, I'll take him back. Definitely, man.
What do you think, Benny?
100% take it back. You need an upperclassman in that room, a leader in that room. You know what I'm saying? You got play him along CJ Daniels and all these young killer receivers. I'd take him back in a heartbeat. I hated that he left. That's the one that hurt the most in that transfer portal window.
But let me ask you this, and I don't know Isaiah, and I never disrespect kids on this show because they are kids.
Yeah.
But is Isaiah Horton, are we saying that? Because I don't see him, and not saying he can't be, but he's not elite. He hasn't done elite things. He's done great things. He's done good things. But when you lose an elite player, you're like, oh, okay, we miss him. And I saw, to me, everybody was overreacting about Isaiah Horton at the beginning.
Yeah.
So my thing is, I hope he does come back. I think there really is a chance he could come back, especially depending on Alabama's quarterback. But I wasn't as upset as everybody else, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I understand. I wasn't upset. But the trajectory he was on, KB was doing great things with him, so I feel like, listen, this is senior year. This is money year. I think he will come back and be close to, not elite, but very, very good, very solid.
Like Jacoby George or better?
They different skill set, but I think around the same impact.
Yeah. Same impact, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think it came down to? Do you think this was just a money play? Like they were like, we're not going to pay you that? I mean, did this come down to money?
I mean, conversations, that's the world that we live in now, right? I think every portal is that situation, right? Like opportunities and NIL opportunities and things like that. But, it could have been a multitude of different, might have wanted new surroundings. I'm saying the SEC coverage is always going to be a little bit more glazy, if you will. If his performances will be hyped up more than if he would have done it here. So it's opportunities, and it's never anything personal with him. You know what I mean? Like I think it was a move that he thought he needed to make, but it didn't work out well for the last guy who thought he needed to go to the SEC. So
that was who was that? I even forgot his name.
Yeah, exactly. Kobe Young.
Kobe Young. Yeah. That's him. Yeah.
Don't do Kobe.
Kobe Young. There. Oh, let me invite my man in right here. From the 91 football team, my boy Finesse Mitchell. Hey, Finesse, meet Benny and Joey from the You Heard podcast. This is like a super podcast today.
How you doing, brother?
What's going on, fellas?
All right. So
how you doing?
I already asked them the question. The first question I threw out, Finesse, is Isaiah Horton, if he wanted to come back, because he left before Carson Beck was announced. Alabama still doesn't have a quarterback. Would you take him back? To me, I'm on the fence. Benny and Joey says 100%. Me, I don't think he's elite. So if he comes back, great. If not, fine. I'd rather give one of these young bucks a chance. What's your take, Finesse?
Definitely taking him back. I'm taking him back, and I'm trading 2 receivers out to get him back. Taking him back.
Why?
You making a trade, though?
I'm making a trade, man. I will give you I don't know. I'll give you a Jackson Carver and one of them Pacific Islander linemen to get Isaiah Horton back.
Okay, why? Why though?
He's a leader. He's going into his senior year. He's been there since 9th grade. He has sure hands. Yeah. He became Mr. Reliable. He's built like Julio Jones, even though he's not as fast. And if he did that last year, sharing the ball with Xavier Restrepo and Arroyo, then this is the year. Put him on one side, put JoJo on the other side, put Ray and Malachi in the middle. Let's roll.
What about C.J. Bailey? You also got C.J. Bailey.
Who is C.J. Bailey?
From LSU.
Daniel.
C.J. Daniels. My bad.
Yeah.
No.
Because I'm like, wait a minute, the NC State quarterback came back to Miami? I'll take him too.
Yeah, we'll take him all.
I'll give you Judd Anderson. I'll give you.
We're doing fantasy football trades.
Right.
I love it.
Yes.
Dolph.
No, man, definitely. I'm definitely taking Isaiah Horton back, only because at the time, Miami probably wasn't throwing no significant NIL his way. Alabama had some money freed up, and he only thought he was doing what was best, thinking that they were going to get a quarterback. Yeah. And you played in Miami for a long time, and you want to go. You think Alabama's a contender? They steal that brand. You know what I mean? So I don't blame Isaiah Horton leaving, but if he wanted to come back, I'd take him back.
But does he not think like he was going to be the number one receiver? Was he worried about competition? And I asked Benny and Joey this, or was this strictly a money play? Because I get the SEC, right? I get that. But Miami's different, man. Miami's different. All eyes are always on Miami. It's like an SEC school as far as attention, if they're good. You know, look at last year. Our names were in everybody's mouths, right? Carson Beck come in. Hopefully he's well. It's going to be in everybody's mouths again. So, I mean, SEC, it don't really matter, you know?
Michael.
What?
Can I throw your words back into your own face like I usually have to do on your show?
Oh, my God. What?
You was the main one that said when this dude saw Emory Wilson play in the Tostito Pop-Tart Popcorn Bowl, he decided to immediately go to Georgia.
I'm out.
He was out.
Yeah.
Therefore, you saying what you said to set up this question, that Isaiah Horton didn't know we were going to get Carson Beck. He saw what everybody else saw, and he said he was out.
Yeah. So you're talking about what I said about KC Concepcion, so you know the right receiver you're talking about. And then he went to A&M to check your facts, Finesse. So obviously you don't listen to me too damn well, okay?
Well, let me tell you something. C-Bay Daly, Daniels, Jackson, whoever you said, coming to Miami, that was wrong too, sir.
Okay. All right. People watching right now, you can jump in the comments, leave your opinion. Let's talk about the bowl games that have, like the Senior Bowl, the Reese whatever the bowl called, you know,
Shrine Bowl,
the Shrine Bowl and all that stuff. If you know this podcast, y'all don't come for straight facts because you got so many podcasts about that. We don't know the names to everything, but we have strong opinions, very strong opinions,
passionate opinions
we
about
are
names we don't know.
ACC coaches.
Say what?
We are technically ACC coaches.
All right, I want to start with Joey and Benny on this. You saw the Shrine Bowl. Who do you think? I mean, we all know who stood out. Arroyo, right?
Yep.
I mean, this dude could go first, second round easy when he was projected third, fourth round. What stood out to you guys about him?
I mean, he was just always what
we saw. Yeah.
He was just what we thought he was gonna be. You know what I'm saying? He didn't surprise me. It just like they got to see it on a bigger scale because they took away the Miami hate view of him and saw that this guy's a freak athlete. Like when you see him in person, you're like, that's not a 22-year-old kid. Like that's not possible. That's a grown ass man.
Yeah,
I love the love he got nationally. He deserved it all year. Y'all remember that Georgia Tech when he hit like 22 miles an hour? You know what I'm saying? Which was crazy. So yeah, shout out to.
What do you think, Joey?
Elijah, man.
Yeah, man. From the time I saw his high school film and he coming in 2020, he's been a beast. It was just all about staying on the field, right? He had those injuries, he couldn't stay on the field, and he finally got his opportunity with the best quarterback in the country. So we actually got to see it, and the world got to see it, man, because he was making those DBs look crazy out there. Crazy. Had him break dancing and everything, man. So yeah.
I love it, man. And I read the boards. I read a lot of boards. And for all the people on the boards that are dumb and say we underutilized him, you must have forgot he was hurt for 2 years. Like I swear, some of these people on these boards don't even watch the games or know about the players. He was hurt. If he would have been well the last 2 years, he wouldn't have been underutilized, right? And Cam Ward was a quarterback that did not just have one target. He used everybody on the field. So trust me, Cam Ward made sure Arroyo looked great, and then he did his thing in the combine. What, Finesse? Your turn.
I just say it's to Cam Ward's greatness. Not only did he make Arroyo a first-round draft pick, he also made Isaiah Horton even look valuable to a program like Alabama to even get the deal. That's how much Cam Ward spread the ball around, and that's how much Arroyo stood out in an offense that had Estrepo and Jacoby George.
Yeah.
I had a good friend in Dallas tell me, hey, man, y'all got a kid named Arroyo coming to Miami. I hope y'all don't screw him up. This dude is a beast. And when he said that, I was like, I'll be looking for him. And like you said, he was never healthy after the first year. He got hurt for like 2.5 years, 3 years. And then he came out and he shined bright like a diamond.
Yes.
And my last thing I'm going to say that I probably bring up every podcast, Michael, it is another reason why I was very disappointed in Mario Cristobal in the Syracuse game when you got 4th and 7 and you looking at the goal line and you kick a field goal. And you got the #1 quarterback and somebody like Arroyo on your team. You don't kick no field goal.
It was so upsetting. But that, you know what? It even shouldn't have come down to that. They were up 21-0. I can't even.
With the defense that we saw that we know it should have come down to that because our defense.
Why you got to bring that up, man? Like that makes me all upset again.
That's right. That's
2025.
Positivity.
Positivity. We got to move past it, man.
Man.
Now this is a question I want to throw out to everybody. We all assuming Beck's going to be okay. I mean, anybody worried that he's not going to be good? Like, I don't know if he, like me, honestly, they say, is he going to be okay though? I mean, what's your feeling right now? Go ahead, Finesse.
I'm praying, man. I'm praying. An arm injury is no joke. As you know, my pro team is Kirk Cousins. We started out like gangbusters. We beat Philly. We beat Tampa Bay twice. And then we're all learning that he got hurt like 7 games in and didn't tell nobody. And now all of a sudden he threw 19 interceptions. So, our schedule is no joke. And all you need is somebody coming off the end one time to hit you in the elbow or a shoulder. and you back in rehab. So we got to be very, very careful when it comes to Carson Beck, because like I said, anything could happen, bro.
I know. You guys feeling good about it, Benny and Joey?
I'm not feeling great about it, but I feel better about it knowing that we own a hospital system in South Florida.
That's true.
They're gonna have, you know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna have the best doctors, best doctors. Like our current president was like the man who ran that hospital system. So I feel like they're gonna have the best doctors taking care of, like, following him around. Like, hey man, don't pick nothing up with that right arm.
Right?
Like, hey, careful. Hey, we got rehab in the morning. It's gonna be like that. But I hate, that's the part that bothers me, and I talked about it last night on our For the Culture show with Miami Flow. If you have this situation where Cam Ward was building that rapport with his receivers all this time, and Carson Beck can't do it till the summer, that's what made this offense special, right? Like you see Cam Ward calling, "Hey man, you better get your ass back down here, working out with those quarterbacks from the NFL. He's not throwing you the ball. Come back down here." So this time right now is when you built that offense, and that might not happen till the summer. And game one is game one, man. Like, there's Notre Dame, fam. Like, ain't no cupcake there. So
I love when you mentioned Cam Ward. When you mentioned Cam Ward, a dog started barking because he a dog. He a dog.
Finesse, what was you about to say? Finesse, you about to say?
It's so important to build chemistry on and off the field. Yeah. Me and Michael did a couple of episodes back. We were a little concerned that he wasn't taking the guys bowling and taking them to dinner like Cam Ward, because we heard reports he was just hanging out with his very pretty but young girlfriend. So who knows what he's doing right now. I'm sure Mario has the blueprint to tell him what he needs to be doing. Shannon Dawson, of course, tells him what he needs to be doing. But Carson Beck is pretty much a pro quarterback, guys. Yep. We have a pro quarterback at the University of Miami. He has gone up against the best defenses for 2 years straight, the best defenses in the country, and beat most of them with his play.
He went against 8 of the top 30 defenses last year.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, we went probably up against 1, and we struggled.
We went against 2.
Oh, okay.
We went against 8.
So I want to say, as far as knowing how to run a locker room and knowing how to communicate and gel with players, I feel like all the tools, and he has all the tangibles. But as long as he's just not there to just like get through the season, and but he's a competitor, bro. He played at Georgia. We good. We good. If he's healthy, we good, bro.
Here's my thing. This is going to really show you when the season starts, or even when they go into practice before the season, if he gets off TikTok and all that BS with his girlfriend. I don't like that, man. I don't like that. I don't like those little videos. I don't like it's cute in the off season, but when spring practice starts, you need to be locked in. I don't want to see you with whichever twin you with, doing little TikTok dances and stuff. Like, it was cute when you came to Miami, but if you still doing that when the season going or when spring start, I don't have faith in you. I'm being honest with you, man. Like, your head ain't in the right place.
I remember I said, you know what? For Cam Ward to get there in the springtime, and I think I was pretty much following Cam. I didn't see one post that wasn't football related.
Yeah,
I didn't see him. I didn't see any social life. I had to ask you, does he have a girlfriend? I don't know. Every time I saw him, he had a what do you call the little things that they're looking at?
iPad.
Yeah.
He's either gifting somebody with a gift that's on the team. He's either cussing out Shedeur Sanders. He's either telling people where to be when it comes to some extra work, or he's in that iPad. And I was like, man, somebody about to get them a real good athlete in the pros.
Let me tell you something. I want to get y'all take on this. We all saw the Shedeur Sanders and Cam video. When you put them side by side, you saw arm strength, you saw accurate. It wasn't even close. Like, I think that was a very bad look for Shedeur to be on that video with Cam and those throwing drills. Because when you saw the arm strength, man, it wasn't even close, man. It wasn't even a close. To me, like, if I'm a pro scout watching that, I go, yo, when I see him side by side like that, like Cam, to me, that video made him 100 times better than Shedeur. Maybe it's my bias, But did anybody else see that, or did you think Shedeur looked good in that video with Cam?
Nah, it's not your bias, man. Football people know, they can see it, and there's plenty of a large sample size of Cam and Shedeur side by side. You can watch the games, even at Washington State. Shit, at Incarnate Ward, Cam, was showing who he was. So not Shedeur's not bad at all. Shedeur's very polished, but Cam's skills are rare, and it's evident. It's evident. Yep.
Finesse?
Yeah.
Or Joey?
Go ahead, Joey.
Benny.
Oh, Benny.
Benny.
My fault.
My bad.
Benny. Sorry, but Benny.
We look very similar. We get confused all the time.
I know.
They play for NC State and Texas A&M.
Well, we can't say all black people look alike because I called Benny Joey. So there we go.
Look, I'm gonna keep it real short. Cam is him. Like it was different. You hear the popping. It sounded like a pitcher was throwing the ball to a cat. It was crazy. It was ridiculous. Yo. It was crazy. Yeah. Levels to this. There's levels to this game.
But now,
Cam's pronouns are right now. Like those are the pronouns, bro. Like and I think what I also love about Cam is he doesn't shy away from competition. He doesn't get down when the team is down on the scoreboard. And the first video I saw him with Shedeur Sanders, and Shedeur was like, "Yeah, you late." You know what I mean? And he said something like, "Yeah, but I'm here. Like, you tired already? Well, we was waiting on you." You know what I mean? And I was like, "Oh, he's a talker." Because who's going to out-talk Shedeur? And then the second video I saw them together is what you guys were talking about. And what I saw was somebody saying, you can put this on camera if you want to, but, I ain't playing right now, bro. And, sometimes, man, they're both going in the top 10. You know what I mean? It does not matter. But Shedeur and Cam side by side, there was no comparison who was looked like the better talent. And some random dude told Shedeur that to his face when they were standing on the sideline at the practice of the game, when he looked at Shedeur and Cam, and Shedeur said, "Who would you pick number one?" And the dude was like, "Ugh." And he said, and everybody said, "Man, you ain't got to say it." And he said, "Him," but he pointed at Cam. And then Shedeur was like, "Why?" And the dude was like, "Ugh." Man.
Now, I want to, before we get into the new coaches, I want to talk about the schedule real quick. It's a lot hard to schedule. I mean, we're going to start with Notre Dame. We don't know who their quarterback is going to be yet. They got a lot of pieces they've got to fill in. A lot of offensive linemen have left. I think the main thing Miami is fixing is that secondary. And I think the defense is going to be a killer defense this year. I question the linebackers. We could get one in spring, but I think the defensive line is going to be on point. You got 5 people that came in from the portal. You may even have another one come in. You got recruits coming in. You got people from last year still here. So I think the defense is going to be strong. And I'm not going to make a too early prediction, but I will. I think Miami beats Notre Dame, even though I don't know who their quarterback is. It's just because it's in Miami. It's the first game. And it's hard to beat. Notre Dame hardly ever wins at the Orange Bowl. They just don't. I think that last time they won was in this last playoff. Was the first time they've ever won in the Orange Bowl. I just can't see them coming to Miami on the first game and beating Miami. Anybody can take it after me. Go ahead. Anybody.
If we can tackle, we win.
Yeah.
If we can tackle their running backs, they got a running back that's no joke.
Is that Love dude?
No.
Yeah. I think that's him, right?
Yeah, that's
Love,
him.
right?
Love.
Yeah.
They got a running back and they got one wide receiver that don't need to be in college right now. I don't know why he came back. But them 2 guys on offense, that's a whole thing right there.
Yeah.
So we got to shut down one. I feel very confident with the number of cornerbacks we have to choose from this year to put in the starting lineup.
Yeah.
We brought in 13. 2 of them got to be good. All we need is 2 of them to be good. We need 2 of them and a half of OJ Frederick. That's all we need. I watched the tape on the free safety coming from Jacksonville State. I think he takes way better angles to the ball when it comes to coming up and making a tackle. So I think that's going to be a huge difference. But I'll say this. If Carson is in rhythm, I feel like it'll be a very low-scoring game. Their run game against our run game, because they both know and we both know that's our strength right now. But I'm going with Miami if we can tackle, bro.
Now, Blaze 352, thank you for the support. And thank you for all the super chats, too. Mario will be ready for ND and UF. He will win those games. He's proven that as a head coach. Like that, honestly, I agree with that, Blaze 352. I don't think Notre Dame and UF are the games to worry about. It's the games in between those games. You know, like the games they shouldn't lose, like the Wolfpack when they play them, or like Syracuse again. Like those are the games I worry about. The big games, Miami usually gets up for those big games. But I want to talk about the Notre Dame game with Benny and Joey. Either one of y'all take it.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be prepared, like Blaze just said. But I think they're gonna try to out physical. You know, I think we're both gonna try to out physical each other. You know, the lines of scrimmage are the strengths for both teams. So I think we're gonna try to run the ball. I think they're gonna try to run the ball. But I think at the end of the day, the athletes is what separates the two. You know, Miami always has that. You know, they're always going to have that.
Yeah.
Notre Dame has a few. You know, they have a few, but I think Miami and the athletic kids that we have, I think that separates the two. And then if all things are equal, you have quarterback play. And Carson Beck is going to be the best quarterback on the field in probably all the games that we have.
True.
So I think that's going to separate. I think that's going to separate the two.
What's up, Benny?
Yeah, I'm going to push back on the linebacker. I think we're going to have 2 new starting linebackers this year. If we play if we stick with a 4-2-5, I think there's a young man coming in. Joe and I have talked about him. We talk about Kellen Wiley Jr. I think he's all accounts he's like 6'4", 240. Right now, he's only been he's in the weight program, like just been there for like a month. It's ridiculous. That young man is ridiculous. We talked to his pops quite a bit. You know what I'm saying? That dude, I think he's gonna be a starter. I think he's gonna if our defensive coordinator comes in, that's all I worry about, right? Because that defense was so bad, like embarrassingly bad last year, that like that's all my focus is on. If that defensive coordinator goes blank slate, all 11 spots up for grabs, nobody's entitled to shit. I think Kellen Wiley, and you could throw in and just rotate those guys. And Finesse said it. You got 100,000 corners. 2 of them got to be good.
Please,
along with OJ.
Just 2
of them.
And give me a safety.
Yeah,
please.
That safety play going to be important. We didn't have erasers at safety.
No,
we didn't have safeties who can erase the mistakes. Now I think we do. I think we
didn't have cornerbacks or safeties that could catch a tight end, a slow tight.
That slow ass. That boy Cal was gone.
Mike, we used to give James Williams and Cam Kitchens
such a hard time.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're like, oh my God.
We were so wrong.
We were so wrong.
Boy, so wrong.
And we can admit that
my ACC coach status, because I obviously didn't know what I was talking about, or Miami just really put some people on the field that they're good in their respective high schools. They even have a name and it rings out, and they should get a scholarship to Miami. But you cannot. One thing, I was watching Nick Saban, and Nick Saban on the pivot said, you got to be 6'1", at least 180, 190, and that's where it starts. Then we start recruiting. He didn't care nothing about talent. He said, I want the size first. Mm-hmm. So when we put the Markeith Williams out there and the Jaden Daniels, who obviously is cross-eyed, Jaden Davis or whatever his name was, the number 7, who I heard went to Georgia.
Oh, Jaden Harris.
How did he go to Georgia?
Where did he go?
Tell me that.
Somebody told me he went to Georgia.
He's at Georgia.
Yeah,
he's going to play corner. He's probably going to play corner, though, because that's his position.
But tell me this. How you watch his tape and be like, oh, yeah, he Georgia material. Come on now, stop
His high school coach is at Georgia.
Relationship.
Okay. There you go.
That's all you got to say.
Thank you so much for that, Joey. You, because me and Finesse were like, how this dude, like, with that, he couldn't catch a tight end, but yet he going to Georgia. 818 Cali Kane, what's up? Thanks for the support. Patterson is going to break out this year. Don't sleep on Zay. I love Zaquan. That dude's a hitter right there. That dude will hit.
I like
you.
Zaquan. Zaquan needs to feel comfortable with what he's doing out there. So if it was overcomplicated, then he looked like he was lost sometimes. I saw receivers cross right in front of him, and he didn't run with them. And that's the one thing about – we know the one thing I hated about Miami's DBs, they were horrible in zone. Horrible. And this goes all the way back to Manny Diaz. People would get a 3rd and 17, 3rd and 18, 3rd and 19. It's like we couldn't stop anybody on 3rd down because we would automatically go to zone, and that's the down that he decides he wasn't going to blitz. I'm like, come on, Manny, or come on, whoever's playing defensive coordinator.
Two things I want to put on top of you, Finesse. When you said we look down upon Cam and James Williams when they were back there because there were a lot of busts, that could have been Guidry too, though. That could have been the scheme, because look, Cam's an all-star in the NFL. I mean, he did great. James, I don't know if he's still playing linebacker or whatever, but what I'm saying is it could have been the coaching why there was so many busts when Cam and James Williams was there. So we will see. Now, the new DB coach, Zach Etheridge, he specializes in zone. This dude loves to play zone. So they got the right dude to play zone and be the DB's coach. And then that new assistant, Terry, what's his last name?
Jefferson.
Yeah, from Miami. Like he was at Jack State, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And he coached Poyser. So, I mean, he knows how to recruit. He's an assistant, but now assistants can be on the field, coaching. So, man, I like look, you can say what you want about Mario, but Mario, unlike a lot of coaches, he said, we had terrible DBs. I'm getting rid of everybody, and I'm spending money on DBs. And he did it, man. So all you people talking trash about Mario, man, stop. He's doing what needs to be done. He's doing what needs to be done.
He like the Elon Musk of cutting people. He gonna get you out of there, bro. He gonna lock you out the building. He gonna find your social security number, how much you make, and realize he don't need you.
No.
I cannot say this about Mario enough. Even though the game management problems sometimes peek its ugly head, he does make changes. And so, as a head coach, the buck stops with you. And he got rid of everybody on defense. And I said he wasn't going to get rid of, which was Jason Taylor.
Can I ask a question?
Yep.
You said he makes changes. Mario always makes changes. At what point is it him? How can it?
Well, let me tell you something.
Stop being everybody else.
It's always him. No. To me, it's always him. It's always him right now. It's always his fault. And we not making the playoffs is his fault because he hired Guidry. He let Guidry over and over let the defense be confused for 12 weeks in a row. When motion happened, they didn't know where they were going. That's on him.
And Joey, can I say something real quick, Mike?
Yeah.
I ain't never in the history of coaching saw a head coach fire himself. So
absolutely,
the only person he can fire is everybody up under him.
Yep.
He's gonna get on the podium and say the buck stopped with me.
Yeah,
that's my bad. But then he gonna let people go, and I mean he letting kids go. He certain recruits he was recruiting. They got letters that they not coming because he knew he had transportal commits from a bunch of 4-star cornerbacks.
Yeah.
You put that Xavier Lucas at safety and put him next to Zaquan or the dude Poyser. I said, okay, we got 3 safeties right now because I don't want Markeith back there. I like Markeith, but when I saw Markeith in the Pop-Tart Bowl, and it was toward the end of the game. It was toward the end of the game. They needed to score. They were on the 15-yard line. Markeith was over on the wing toward the sideline because I guess they had a tall cornerback. I don't know why Markeith was out there playing corner. Looked like he was playing corner. It could have been a tight end that went way out there. But I promise you, Markeith was lined up in the end zone.
I remember. He was lined up in the end zone.
I said, bro, first of all, they only need 6 yards for a first down, and your ass is still lining up at safety on the sideline like that. They threw that dude the ball in the end zone, and he basically ran in for a touchdown. And then they took the lead, and I was just like, you got to kind of have an IQ where a coach can't yell at you from all the way across the field and say, hey, man, you might want to play 5 yards off instead of 10 yards off.
Why don't you put your heels on the end zone and don't go backwards? Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, play that first. But
here's the thing. If they need a first down, there has to be a point where you out there on the island where you say, I'm just going to give you a 5-yard cushion. You're going to run to me, and you got to – this ball got to be perfect in order for you to throw the ball. But I'm not going to let you do a bubble screen because I'm 10 yards off, and then you're going to run into the end zone because I'm 170 and you weigh 215 and you just walk into the end zone. That's just like football IQ.
I mean, we saw it all year with the defense. So, but it is, to answer your question, Joey, it is Mario's fault. Everything that happened this year, the good and bad, the defense not getting better. He actually let Guidry go into meetings, still letting his players be confused.
Yeah.
I would have fired Guidry in the season. I would have fired
mid-season.
Absolutely.
Mid-season,
There could have been 3 games in a row where the team scored 30 points, but we scored 35.
Yeah.
I still would have looked at him like, wait a minute, dog. We letting everybody score 30 points.
Yeah. Everybody.
The only person we stopped was Cookman. Like, come on, man.
That was shaky. That was shaky.
I know it was.
Little drives. It was.
Hey, Benny, you never gave us your prediction on Notre Dame. You think who you think got that game?
I'm gonna go Miami, man. I'm never gonna say that other team ever in my life. Like, that's not who I am as a person. That's
wrong. Like, I would let you know when Miami gonna lose. I will 100% knock on your door and be like, "Yo, we about to lose." I said it last year. I said at the beginning of the year last year they were gonna lose to Syracuse. I was hoping at the end of the year they would beat them, but that was my first prediction. They were gonna go 11-1 and lose to Syracuse.
I got Louisville as their loss because I think it's that weird schedule, like the 3 bye weeks in a row. I know they play like this a school up in Tallahassee. I think y'all heard of them. I don't really know who they are.
The garbage people.
The garbage can juice.
Garbage can.
Yeah.
Juice.
So Notre Dame, they're going to be up for that game. They're not losing that game. That's going to be
or the UF. Or the UF. I'll just throw the UF.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something about. Can I cut you off real quick? Let me tell you something about Lagway. That dude is way overrated. Like, I've never seen a quarterback throw for 150 yards and get so much praise. Like, so much praise.
Glaze. That's the SEC glaze right there. That's what that is. They talked. I forget. I think Josh Pate said that, like, oh, Texas got lucky they didn't play Lagway. I was like, is Texas not Texas? Like, Texas lucky this one guy. It's incredible. It's incredible. The guy was 12 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, and he's right up there with the greatest quarterbacks of all time that ever laced him up. It's insane.
He's in the lead for the Heisman right now. He's one of the leaders for the Heisman right now. It's like, stop.
Yes.
That's too much. Wait,
stop. Do y'all agree with 818 Cali Kane? Hot take, Miami will have a top 25 scoring offense and defense this year. I say yes. I hope so. Remember, their defense was 27 last year, and it was horrible.
Yeah, I hope so.
I think our D-line will be better. I think coming off the edge will be better. I think if Ruben Bain gets back in shape and his knee is back to normal, he'll be better.
Well, it depends on the position he plays, Finesse. He needs to play. He's
playing on the outside.
Well, he needs to
put him back on the outside.
He needs to lose weight.
Yeah, he needs to lose weight. He needs to be in shape and he needs to lose weight. Don't move him inside.
Yeah.
Don't move him inside. Keep, man, we got some fat boys, some big boys in the middle. Keep them on the field.
Yeah.
Rotate those dudes. You got Blay, you got the 5-star Justin Scott, you got Moulton, you got Horton, you got the kid that came out of Tallahassee that they said is a man. Put them kids on the field, man.
Yeah, man.
Keep Ruben on the outside. And I'm praying that Marquise Lightfoot don't transfer after this year because you got like 3 people on both sides that can be playing in front of him. But I think they're all good. I think Malik Bryant's good. I think I think Pickett is good. Not DJ, but whatever the Pickett. I think he's good. Okay. I think McConaughey, Matthew McConaughey, whatever. I think he's gonna be stronger. You know what I mean?
I do too.
Yeah. And then on the other side, we got Mesidor. I think he's good. We're gonna have
Hayden Lowe. Don't forget
Hayden Lowe.
Oh yeah, Hayden Lowe, boy. And
then you have Marquise Lightfoot. So we got like 3 people on each side that can be getting in the game.
Now, is Lightfoot the one that's still really light, like 215, 220? He trying to gain weight? Is that the one?
Yeah. I think he's gained. I think he's up. I think he's up to like. Yeah, I think he's up to like 230, 240 now.
Okay. Oh, well, then he's good. He could come off that edge, bro. He got a sack in the what do they call the scrimmage? Orange green game.
Spring game. Yeah, we were there. He got Yep.
He got a sack then. So I think people coming off the edge are gonna be dope. I think our cornerbacks, if you put them in man, they're gonna be dope. I think putting us in zone, I ain't seen it yet.
Well, that new DB coach specializes in zone, so that's great.
Here's what I don't like about zone with college kids: they drop back into a zone, and the receiver that's coming right to them and then cut, they don't run with them because they stand in a zone.
Yeah,
I see so many college kids that don't leave the area because they're thinking this is my area, this is my zone, and I'm like, no, man. When that dude comes to you and break, you supposed to go with him a little bit. Now when he crosses, you supposed to pass him off. If you see somebody coming across the field over into your area, you're supposed to take that man and stay in your zone and not follow that dude all the way across. But so many of our linebackers and corners stay flat foot. And that's why people get to 3rd and 18 because they don't leave their zone.
Michael, to your point, I think the DC specializes in zone because he was at Minnesota. Or he could play his zone. He didn't have the athletes to play.
No, but I'm saying the defensive back coach, Zach Etheridge.
Oh, Etheridge,
yeah. He specializes in zone. Like the Heatherly, Corey, the defense coordinator, he gonna coach the linebackers. So this Etheridge coach, apparently his strength is zone. And if you got athletes, they can play man. But I think the biggest thing with you're right though about Heatherly's defense is they only could play zone. They didn't have the athletes to play man.
Nah.
So
and they played it real well. They played it great.
Well. They played it great. So he got his dude that's like, all right, we're gonna play zone. And I'm sure they're gonna mix it up a little bit because they got better athletes, but let's get zone down first. Because how many times we talked on this podcast to Guidry, why are you playing man and getting burned every play? Why?
I don't know why Darryl Porter had such a poor year. I do not know why he didn't look like he did the year before. Because Darryl Porter
was playing out of position because he was playing the nickel.
He was playing nickel.
Yeah.
But even I mean, he just looked small and lost on a lot of plays.
All of them did. They all did. And
I will disagree with Joey on this. I think Wesley Bassint is going to start. And my favorite linebacker at the moment.
Stop messing up the black people over there. That's Benny.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say it. It's the Lucas. The Lucas is throwing me off. The Lucas goes with the Spanish guy. The Boondocks goes with the black guy. They're doing this on purpose.
Yeah. That's right.
The Lucas was in honor of Xavier Lucas coming home. That's not the name. That's the name.
Well, hey, you see my name. My name Finesse Ray Mitchell.
Yeah. Oh, we ain't mistaken that. That's black. That's black.
Because I want Ray to get his shot this year. I want Malachi Tony to play behind him.
Yeah.
Malachi Tony is supposed to be a problem. So
I heard. But see, if Malachi Tony becomes a real problem, that means Nakar ain't touching the field. And he gonna transfer. Somebody got to transfer. Chance Robinson or Nakar, one of them may not be a Kane.
All right, since we're talking about this, let's throw it out there. The one player you're most excited to see next year. And it doesn't matter if they're a starter or if you think they might be started. What's the one player you excited for? I'll start with this. Mine is JoJo. I cannot wait to see what JoJo does this year because I think the dude is so talented. He was behind Jeremiah Smith in high school, so he never got the shine he was supposed to get. But if he was on any other team, he would have got all the shine. So, and he looked great in the bowl game. I'm saying JoJo's my dude. That's who I'm excited for. So,
even though,
go ahead, Benny. We'll let you talk, Benny.
Sorry, I apologize. Xavier Lucas is the guy I'm most excited to watch. I think that dude is an absolute problem. I hated that he went to Wisconsin before he came here. That guy, man, listen, that guy's box office to me. Him,
all right, so let me ask you this, Benny. Who do you see starting defensive back? Like if you know all the names right now, who's your starters for DBs?
Let's go OJ Frederick.
Yep.
I'll go Brantley in the nickel. Maybe Damari Brown on the other side. I put Lucas at safety and Zaquan Patterson. That's just off top of my head.
So you don't see Poyser in there?
I see as of right now. I think Lucas is that dude.
Okay, all right.
But again, I could be wrong, and I'm open to being wrong all the time because it happens almost every single show.
All right, Finesse or Joey, whoever wants to take it.
I go Damari. He mentioned Damari. I want to see what they do with Damari. I want to see if because I personally would like to see him at nickel. So I want to see what Damari Brown is going to do, how he comes off injury. He was highly touted coming out. You know, he's one of the main DBs. He was right behind Cormani McLean. It was Cormani McLean and Damari Brown. So I want to see what they do with him.
Okay. Finesse?
I want to see Xavier Lucas at corner. I want to see
Me too.
Damari Brown or O'Connor on the other corner.
Ooh.
I do not. I like OJ Frederick, but to me, I saw flaws in the game. He was great because everybody else was horrible. But Syracuse really put a whooping on him. And there was another team, Louisville, put a whooping on him. So my safeties, I like Poyser from Jacksonville State, and I like Zaquan Patterson.
So you're saying right now, Finesse, you don't think OJ is going to start?
Over the 6'2", there's two kids that's coming in that's over 6'1". And they fast, bro. And they battle tested. I think they're going to start over. Hey, OJ Frederick is the poster child because everybody's like, but you know, hey, I saw what I saw. I saw one interception during Duke, and we like, hey, OJ Frederick. But you know, I saw what I saw.
Okay.
But these other kids, if you go and you watch their tape, the guy, not Brantley, but the O'Connor kid, and there's another kid, man. And I was like, oh, okay. All right, we got some length.
Oh, people disagreeing with you. They say OJ.
Joshua need to go and just drop his album. He don't know nothing about football. I can look at his picture and tell he an R&B artist and don't know nothing about albums. Go back in the studio, Joshua.
I knew that was coming. I knew that was
coming. That looks like every Neo cover album ever. All respect to Josh. Great artist.
But can I say who I'm excited to see play?
We love you, Joshua.
Who I'm excited to see play, Jordan Lau on offense, Bobby Pruitt and Popo on defense. I would put Popo in the middle. I would put Bobby Pruitt on the outside. But I know Wesley Bassant gonna start.
So you don't even see Wiley in the mix.
Not starting. No.
Yeah.
I think you put him behind Popo in the middle. I think
you gotta put him behind somebody.
Yeah.
I love man. I've said it before on this, but Popo is the only person when I walk by them on the field, I'm like, that looks like an old school Miami Hurricanes line.
Yeah, that looks like Ray Lewis.
Dude,
that look like Ray Lewis.
Like there's no question. When he steps off the bus, you know what position he plays. 100%.
Right. You know who's going to start, like literally start? Our 4 starting linebackers are going to be Popo and Wesley Basaint, Chase Smith, and Kevin Wiley or Bobby Pruitt.
They got to get somebody out of portal, though. They're going to get an experienced linebacker out of portal.
Chase Smith is an experienced linebacker.
Wait,
Chase
what about
Chase
Alderman?
Smith has been in school 8 years.
Yeah, Alderman's still here.
Alderman, man.
Yeah, but Alderman ain't my guy.
He's not mine either.
He's not my guy. He's not. We didn't recruit Alderman.
Okay, Jimmy Benjamin said OJ got burnt in that last game. He did. We talked about that.
OJ got toasted, bro. I don't, if I see these guys come in with the experience that we all talking about, there ain't nothing wrong with OJ not starting, but playing.
Lofton.
Excited to see Lofton starting.
Yeah.
I still think our tight end room is beast. Yes.
Beast.
I agree with that statement. Definitely.
Yes.
Becca's going to feast on the ACC?
I agree wholeheartedly.
I agree.
I think.
Can you imagine James Lofton, Brock Schott, and Riley Williams if he didn't transfer? Like our tight end room. What, his name not Brock Schott? What you laughing at?
James Lofton. Ain't that
James Lofton?
James
what year was this? What year was this?
James Lofton.
What I call him?
James Lofton.
It's Elijah Lofton.
It's Elijah Lofton.
Oh, Elijah. Look, man.
Just use last names, man.
Okay. Lofton, Williams, and Schott.
James.
All right, this is what we say. No more first names on this podcast.
James Lofton in the Pro Bowl, man.
I told you, if you're watching this podcast, we don't know.
We don't know.
We got strong opinions. So.
Yeah, we're going to be passionate, but we're going to be wrong.
We're going to be, we concentrate on merch. That's all we do. That's all we care about. We concentrate on merch.
Somebody said James Lofton is their college football 25 default player.
That boy James Lofton had them hands, boy. He had them soft hands.
Hey, anybody know about this? 850 Kane says Antoine Jackson was begging to come back to Miami. Mario told him nada.
Yeah, we ain't gonna discuss that. That's the homie right there. Yeah,
that's the homie.
Antoine Jackson. Yeah.
Shout out to him.
Okay, they quiet.
Is he the guy that left?
Antoine Jackson, good.
Yeah, he left.
Yeah. To follow his girl.
To follow his guy. I didn't want to say that part.
It wasn't that, but yeah.
All right. What about this right here? Bobby Washington. Where he at?
Oh.
We
gotta play him.
Yeah.
We gotta play him.
He injury.
He can't just be a special teams guy. He got to touch the field at linebacker this year.
Yeah, he had surgery. He posted it himself, so this isn't like news or anything. He's had surgery in the offseason a couple months ago. I think he had like a knee issue. So we'll see how he comes back from that. But these young men, they're young. Those injuries don't last like how it would for us on here.
Yeah, if I cut my finger, it won't heal for like 6 months. So they recover way faster than me. I do want to say, look, the worst thing about Miami, besides the defense, the kickoff and punt return. Can we please, Lord, stop just catching the ball and running right in the back of another Miami Hurricanes player? If you had to predict right now who's our return men, kickoff and punt return, who would it be?
Xavier Lucas.
Yeah, that's a good shout.
Yeah.
I put Jordan Lyle back there, but I think Jordan Lyle might start.
You ain't putting your starting running back at
that's why. Chris Whitney.
Maybe Hellcat, man. Hellcat.
Yeah,
Chris Whitney Humphrey.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He had like 3,000 yards rushing in his or 6,000 yards rushing in his last 2 years.
What about the Tooney guy? I think that Tooney guy they may throw back there.
Who
is Tooney?
Tony?
Malachi
Tony?
Oh, Tony. My fault. Malachi.
First names, last names.
We can't use no names. Fuck it. Let's try numbers. Let's try high school numbers, man.
Yeah. Malachi Tooney. Tony. That's how my grandpa was. Oh, that Malachi Tony.
It's a true.
It's a true. What about him back there? Because we need somebody that can return. No, not Ray Ray. Anybody but Ray Ray. Exactly. I love Ray Ray, but not Ray Ray.
Yeah, if you don't break one all season long, you can't do the job. He had too many attempts. He's great. He doesn't muff any type of balls, which is safe. Him and Restrepo was real safe back there. But when it comes to like positive yardage, can you get to the other side of the 50? I think that Xavier Lucas kid should be considered. And I think
Malachi. I'm telling you, Malachi.
I just think he's small, man.
He is dude, I met him. I didn't meet him. I was standing beside him. That dude is real small. I
think when you in the slot, he hell on wheels. But when you back there and you don't see a hit coming, and you weigh $105, man, that.
What about Chance? They're saying give Chance a chance.
Hey, give Chance a chance. Keep him in the fold.
Everybody out there. Put everybody.
Dude, you gotta have better punt returning and kickoff. That was, and this goes on Mario again. Why would you keep that all year?
Yeah.
Why would
you not change it?
Not change it. Unless he was just happy with them catching the ball and didn't really care about the return.
That could be.
I mean, it was such an inconvenience. You got kids the entire year swapping out jerseys when you could have just put somebody back there, bro. Like, you got too many athletes. It's South Florida. Put somebody back there where you don't have Ray or Xavier Restrepo, swapping jerseys. And you got to have plays. I played ages ago. But when I tell you they used to go do that old school set up the wall thing, you got to do something other than let somebody find a hole and just pray he bust one. Like, actually set up a punt return wall or something. I don't know.
Drago said they didn't turn it over, which is true.
Which is important.
It's very important.
Because you put a Jacoby George back there, you don't know what's going to happen.
He get in a fight, get penalties. Who knows?
He lose the ball and get in a fight. We done got thing, lost the ball and got a 15-yard penalty.
Finesse. Yeah, this is what I learned about this podcast. One side of the screen is me and you. The other side is Joey and Benny. You can tell who's closer to the players and the people. they quiet on a lot of stuff, and you can tell we live all the way on the West Coast. They just like, oh man, they hilarious.
Joey over there like, man, I had Thanksgiving dinner with Jacoby. I can't even say that.
He headbutted the shit out of me when he got that turkey leg.
Oh man, me and Ray, our mama, they was in PTA together. I can't talk about Ray. Yeah.
They're like Jacoby George will finish the play and get warrants.
What I do love about Mario, though, is that he has created the culture. We cannot disagree.
Yes.
He has created the culture where people from Orlando, Florida down strongly consider Miami. If not, they know they go into Miami. And that wasn't the case 4 years
No, it was not.
No.
People are really buying into what he is trying to do. And that athletic director and president is so pro football.
Yes,
sir. I don't know where we getting this money from, but we got it.
Don't ask. Don't ask. Don't tell.
Don't ask. Don't tell. There ain't no way you're going to tell me we about to spend $1 million, almost $2 million on Cam, and then the next year we spend $4 million?
Look at this. Look at this. Brandon Brock said, I was thinking the same thing. Ben and Joe are like, leave me out of that part.
That's because they know the people. They know the 7-on-7. They know them when they was like 13 years old.
Hey, Finesse, they there. Like they know the families and everything. And we just
Benny don't want to get jumped in Target. I'm not shopping down there.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty safe out here.
Like here's the thing.
Benny, you're supposed to be boycotting Target anyway. I'm ashamed of you.
And I'm gonna tell you, Finesse. Benny and Joy, they'll be at the spring game because they're gonna get invited. Like me and you, we'll be waiting for their response of what happened at the spring game.
Right.
That's the difference.
We'll be looking at clips.
You're gonna be there. You're gonna be there. Come on now.
Trying to decipher who did what.
I will tell you this, Finesse. I've never done a podcast and had a person like Joey look down so much when we talking about players he knows in the family.
Don't.
Like shit, damn.
Yo, we know we run into grandparents out here.
Ooh, guys,
I know.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's
but
right.
it's all love. We love the Canes.
Not
Hey,
my brother.
y'all give a shout out about your podcast and everything. You heard. Give a shout out.
Joe got
Hey
blurred.
Benny, Joey, if you run into Larry Bluestein, tell him to get a positive attitude sometime. I know
Blue?
y'all see that dude somewhere.
Blue be everywhere, man.
Now you tell.
Hey.
Wait, is that the truth teller?
That's
Nah.
I don't know. He's the older dude.
Nah, that ain't him.
Oh,
I'm talking about the
Bluestein,
older
recruiting
dude. I'm talking about
Yeah,
the older
yeah.
dude that be Miami doom and gloom attitude every time I hear him speak.
Wait, hold on, Finesse. Bluestein is the recruiting guy, right?
Oh no, okay, my bad.
You talking about the truth teller.
Talking
You
about
gotta
the
tell
truth
the
teller.
truth teller.
You know,
Yeah,
Finesse.
yeah,
He
yeah.
don't know no names. Finesse don't know no names.
Don't know faces, first
Don't
name,
know
last
names.
names. No. Maybe
I know what
I
Ivis look like.
He got
That's it.
CTE from the 91 team. That's why he got CTE. He don't know nothing. But you
Okay,
talking
my
about
bad. I
the
interrupted you, Joey. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Joey.
What we got this week? We're gonna be off Sunday because of the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Who y'all got in the
Yep.
Super Bowl? Who y'all got?
Philly.
Philly? Who you got, Mike?
Look, you can't beat Patrick Mahomes, man. You know, he half black like me. You know how we roll. We always win. You know what I'm saying? We always
Let's stick it
win.
together.
Half black is on fire, man. My people coming up.
Y'all having a run.
We having
Yeah.
a bruh. We had a run in basketball with Steph Curry. We got a run with Patrick Mahomes. We taking over all the sports. Come on now,
That's
stop it. We had golf a long time ago.
Yeah.
So we already ran through golf. We ran through football. We run through basketball. We run through sports like we run through white women. We just bam. We just taking over.
I'm gonna tell you who you didn't run through.
Who?
You didn't run through Kendrick Lamar.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You got me.
Lord didn't.
It's a true.
It's a true. Okay, wait. We got to let them promote their podcast. Stop interrupting them. I take Kansas City.
Yeah, I got KC. We back on next Wednesday, off on Sunday, obviously, for the Super Bowl. We're available wherever you get your podcasts. We got a website, youheardpodcast.com. Check out the merch. We got For the Culture, which we do with Miami Flow every other Wednesday. That's just a silly, dumb show that we just love to have a good time. Yeah, man. Mike, glad we were finally able to link up and do this.
Yeah,
We're
man.
gonna do our soon. Finesse, whenever you want to jump on, man, you know what I'm saying, we'll chop it up. You don't have to worry about remembering names there either. We got you. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. You know what I'm saying? It's family now. But yeah, man. I did want to ask y'all something though. For the halftime. Does Kendrick, and I asked her last night, does Kendrick start or finish with Not Like Us?
I say, you know what would be a pimp move? What, the Super Bowl 15, 20 minutes? I saw him at the Staples Center in Los Angeles. If he just did that one song for 20 minutes, that would be so damn funny. Just did it on repeat. You know what I think's going to happen, though? I think he's going to bring out Lil Wayne. I think he's going to surprise everybody with Lil Wayne.
Too. That's what I said.
I hope he bring out Lil Wayne.
But Drake about to sue him. If he do Not Like Us in its totality, Drake will sue him.
Why?
He got the lawyers ready. He got the lawsuit ready.
Why? What are we going to sue about?
Because of the pedophile raps, yeah.
Well, he could just not say that part. He could be like,
I think he lets the crowd say it. I think he lets the crowd say it.
Minor.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on. You got kids singing that out loud to Drake.
Right.
You know, the only time I've ever seen a person destroy somebody's career like Kendrick did to Drake was when 50 Cent came out with Wankster. Against Ja Rule. He came out with Wankster and totally ruined that dude's life.
Yeah.
Ruined and still trolls him to this day.
Yep. Rest in peace,
man, 50 trolling Irv Gotti beyond the grave. This is crazy.
Dude, I was with Irv Gotti back in the early 2000s. He was doing he was producing 3 songs at one time because I worked for a Y100 in Miami. He was in studio. I got invited. So I'm sitting next to Irv Gotti and whoever's making the beats. Ja Rule was in one studio. We went to the next studio. It was Ashanti. And we went to the other studio and it was Bobby Brown trying to make a comeback where he came out with a song with Ja Rule. I forgot what the name. So And then all they did all night long was talk about Suge Knight. It was crazy. That's my one memory with Irv Gotti.
Peace.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. We got one comment. Xavier Lucas didn't do returns and too valuable to get him hurt on special teams. So there you go. So whoever said that, Finesse, you wrong. Again.
Yeah, you see how they changed their profile picture too, and then put a comment up.
All right, we gotta go. Hey, everybody, like it.
Wait a minute, I gotta say something. I gotta
yes.
Anybody watching all my Cali Canes out here in California in the South and South, I said South, I'm about to say South Florida. In SoCal, I'm at the Brea Improv March 2nd. I'm at the I lie. I am at March 2nd. I'm at Brea Improv March 2nd with Tisha Campbell. Come on out and check us out. You can get tickets at BreaImprov.com.
Oh, you didn't know?
Finesse? What does Tisha Campbell do?
I'm teaching. She's doing stand-up comedy.
What?
She's doing great.
Wow.
Really? So we'll be trying to come down to the Miami Improv in Doral. So we're trying to get it going.
I'm in Charlotte, man. I'm in Charlotte. So
well, we'll try to come to the Comedy Zone.
Yes, that's why. Yeah, I just saw.
Bro, let me tell you something. Your backdrop is so convincing. I literally.
You thought I was
literally thought you was live on campus right now.
I was like, those trees do not move. It's a very quiet day in South Florida because those trees haven't moved.
Charlotte. I am done.
Well, at least
Miami this whole time.
All right. Well, I'm going to be in 2 weeks. I'll be in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I'm kicking off my It's a True tour. We already sold out a couple shows in Chicago, New York, and Minneapolis. Those are at the end of March. So I'll see you in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and Connecticut and all those places. But please, 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 I'm putting the link in once again. Here is the link to my comedy special. I don't care if you watch it right now. Just click it and leave it on in the background. And let it play for 30 minutes. It's only 30 minutes. Let it and then watch it later. I need the views. I need to hit the algorithm. We did 50,000 views in 6 days. I need to get it to 150 by the end of the month. Come on now. Make it happen. All right.
And I only have 3,000 subscribers on YouTube. So if you can just go by Finesse Mitchell Comedy and just hit subscribe, I promise you I'm not going to post nothing and inconvenience your day. Just hit subscribe and you ain't got to worry about me posting nothing at all.
Are you done now, Finesse? Can I end the show? You see, Joey and Benny, they've been ready to go.
I'm writing it down. I'm writing Finesse Mitchell Comedy down so I can
see
go.
that.
Yeah. We'll tweet it out, man. We'll tweet it out.
Hey, fellas.
Snack Daddy.
Yeah.
Now, fellas, would y'all mind doing this again sometime soon?
Oh, hell yeah.
Anytime, man. Hell yeah.
All right.
As you can see, our knowledge for the Canes and their personnel is unlimited. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You mean their knowledge? I mean their knowledge.
Unparalleled, man. Well, it's unparalleled. That's the best I've ever seen. Easily.
All right, we out. Bye. Y'all have a good
one. Said CJ Bailey play corner for the Canes.
That was you. Bye.